A one-day stakeholders forum on noise, the unwanted menace for urban development, was organized by the Lagos State Environment Protection Agency, LASEPA, in collaboration with the Ministry of Home Affairs. Adherents of the Islamic and Christian faiths were enjoined to imbibe the culture of tolerance in their religious practices in order not to falter on the state laws on noise pollution.
The one-day stakeholders forum on regulation of noise pollution in Lagos State came on the heels of persistent calls by members of the public over incessant abuse in the use of public address systems by religious organizations and club houses. The meeting was convened by relevant regulatory agencies and ministries to find a common ground and to understand the role each has to play to reduce the effect of noise on the health, welfare, and social well-being of residents.
Our environment is such that it has become difficult to avoid noise. A lot of people will say noise is part of our culture, but I stand here to be corrected. Noise has never been part of our culture. We are civilized in this country, and this is a mega city that we must control this issue of noise pollution. This is our own mega city, Lagos, and we want it as a noise-free city. I implore you all not to relent in your effort, but to continue till our environment, our heritage, and collective property is restored to its glorious state.
Medical and environment experts delivered lectures on the effects of noise pollution on human health and on the development of Lagos as a mega city.
Some people will extend the opportunity given to them to the extent of violating other people's rights. There is a gateman known as Section 45. Section 45 says, in the interest of public policy, public peace, justice, ensuring that other people can live while you live. Whenever we realize that in the practice of your religion or your way of life or your nightclub or your social club or your industry or your group, it is observed that you are likely to violate the rights of others. Instead of waiting for those others to take the laws into their hand, the government will stop you. So there are exceptions. Just like the call to prayer, that is another exception. But the moment you conclude the call to prayer, you do not need to start communicating with people who have no business with you. Activate the inner speaker, the one inside the mosque, so that you communicate only with those who are inside your mosque. Please, what is the benefit of the message I am delivering now? If I'm addressing you, but the entire people banking in their respective banking halls can no longer hear what they say.
As religious leaders, one of the things we must first do, which is the critical thing, is for our lives, our behavior, our character to minister to other people, not the amount of noise we can make. The vision of this government is to have a Lagos that will run for 24/7 without any hindrance. But when you never put a club out in a residential area and all your patrons, they come there, you don't have parking space for them. They block the road, you are disturbing them, you are disturbing the public, and you are working against your own government. And as a government, we will not allow it. We know that enforcement is key in everything that you want to do. So the state will start enforcing these laws.
Representatives of religious groups and hotels and clubhouses commended the state government for organizing the forum. They pledged to support and comply with state laws on noise pollution.
For a state like Lagos that aspires to lead others in development, the issue of a noiseless society is as critical as it is inevitable. It is for this reason that our community will give maximum support to reduce or eliminate noise pollution in our society. And we do know that in areas like Bagada, in areas like the National Society of Nigeria, we are already educating our members about the need to reduce noise levels.
The Church of God is meant for prayers. And we quite agree that there are excesses from some of our people, but I can tell you, in Christian Association of Nigeria, we have discussed, we relay this at every of our meetings, of how we should conduct ourselves. But now that the government is coming now to invite the body of Christ in Lagos State, I can assure you, you will get our cooperation as at when due. But I can assure you that the prayers we are offering in the churches in the mosque are the ones that are actually putting this government in the right perspective. And I'm bold to say it here that since we have a mega city, the people of Lagos are mega people. And with mega people, we have mega blessings. With mega blessings, we have mega interactions. And when we have mega interactions, we have mega critical thinking, in which people will know that you must not cross your boundary. And I can tell you, Christians will comply, absolutely.
A lot of clubs really constitute a big nuisance in this area here, especially those that operate in residential areas. And I will not hesitate to use this medium to call on the state government to link to the issue of nightclubs operating in residential areas, because I think it's a real impediment on the welfare of people, especially at night when they want to sleep, because we know most nightclubs operate in the night. Though Lagos is a mega city, and I call it breakthrough city, or a breakthrough state, one does not have the right to infringe on another person's rights or freedom or right. We have a right to sleep and sleep well. And nobody has the authority or the privilege to disturb this, especially senior citizens of the state. We've taken a lot of measures at the cave to make sure that that does not happen. And right now, I think we're on good relations with almost everybody around us. Now, I must say that to further handle this issue of noise pollution concerning nightclubs, we're in the process of setting up an association of nightclub owners where we'll be able to talk to ourselves, advise ourselves, and see that things are done the way they're supposed to be done and cooperate very well with the state government. I'm aware that a lot of clubs are not even licensed or given the permits to operate, and that is why they do this noise pollution thing with open abandon. And when you talk to them, well, they don't have really a positive answer to give you. So I think I will appeal to the state government to assist us in setting up this association so that we can talk to ourselves, better coordinate our activities, and see that we assist the state government in this noise abatement plan.
It's an indirect effect and a direct effect. The direct effect is on the hearing, which can come in two forms. A loud banging noise can tear the eardrum and damage the ear cells. But the slow noise that you have probably in the industry and the environment slowly cause degeneration of the inner ear cells. And these inner ear cells are the ones that transmit sound and code it to the brain. And if those things are damaged, it causes permanent deafness or nerve deafness. So one should actually prevent having such situation because it's permanent, unless you have to start using the hearing aid or a cochlear implantation.
The first stage is all about sensitization. This one is just the mega one. We still take it down to local governments, all right? After several talks, and we still get complaints from the public, we will invite the church or we invite that mosque. Why are you still making this noise after we have corrected you? Then we will give our own directives. then it is after when that person violates or defaults on our directives, then we have the right to shut down. When we shut a facility down, you'll come back, you will sign an MOU with us and pay a fine of 100,000.
The state government promises to take this awareness further to the grassroots in the long run. An organized, secured, business and tourism-friendly megacity is achievable.
Okay then, that's all we can take on this week's edition of the program. Next week promises to be more interesting with stories within the Center of Excellence, especially on more highlights on the performance of ministries as well as rural projects completed by the state government. Our social platforms are there for you to reach us on with feedbacks and comments. Thanks for staying with us today. See you again, same time next week, God willing. I'm Loretta Chiogo.